there, Lisa the ukulele fool, foolishly believing that you need some more Disney tunes in your life, like this one, I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules. You need C, F, G, and A minor, and I'm going to assume that you know those chords, but you also need an E minor and a D minor. E minor, like a ladder, index, middle, ring finger. D minor, index, reaching across with your middle, ring finger tucks in below for D minor. I have also thrown in a one finger F. It's a little passing tone in there to make things interesting if you want to play an F. As important as the chords, I'm going to show you how to do a little cheat. Cheat's not the best word. A little finesse to make a difficult chord progression in this song. So more on that later. First, let me give you an idea of what the song sounds like. Who do you think you're kidding? Easier than having to you try to keep it hidden. Honey, we can see right through you, girl, you can't conceal it. We know how you feel and who you're thinking of. Like that. It's actually a little fight between, what you think you should be doing and what you are going to do. Ever done that? Let me know if there's other Disney songs that you'd like me to do tutorials on. The only one that I can think that I've done is Supercalifragilistic, and I'll link it above and below. And speaking of below, down below, leave a comment. Let me know what song should I also do that's part of the Disney repertoire. I have my preferred strum to do with this song. Now, this song has 3 sections, and in the A section, I'm doing down strums, and I'm doing them with my thumb because I want to hear that nail. I like to get in my thumbnail. I actually have a bit of a thumbnail, and so I like hearing that sound along with the pad of my thumb. But you could do that as an index finger strum too. I just feel with my thumb I can control it and get each string to ring out separately in an arpeggio. When I do that in the A section, you will see the chords with the chord name and a slash. On the other 2 sections in the song is a down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. If you don't know how to chuck, you really want to learn how to chuck. It'll really make your ukulele journey more fun. It'll give some grit and energy to your playing. I've got a link up here and down below. I have a detailed tutorial that will give you the kind of insight that you need, including side views and everything else. So check that out. So if you don't want to do the down, up, chuck, up, you can just do a rock and roll strum, which is down, 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 up, down. Not comfortable with that up strum? Well, then just leave it out and do all down strums. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, just try a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. This song has 3 sections, and in the B section, we start chucking. In the first time you encounter the B section, the down, up, chuck, up, you get 2 of them per each chord. If you're doing the rock and roll strum, you only get 1 of them per each chord. The second time that you do the B section, that holds true for the most part, except for that second line, I threw in a G chord, so the F and the G only get 1, and I've color-coded those for you in both the play along and the chord chart, which I encourage you to get a chord chart. I've got a link down below. When you do that, you're also supporting me on Patreon. It starts as little as $3 a month, and thank you to all my patrons for your valuable contributions to the community. In the third section of the song, or the chorus, or the C section, you're going to get 4 down, up, chuck ups per chord, except for the very last G that is a chord. You only get 2 down, up, chuck up, down, up, chuck up, and a single strum. If you are doing the rock and roll strum, then you only get 2 per chord, and that last G is just a 1. Down, 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 up, like that. I'm going to show you how to cheat or finesse this difficult chord progression. You can apply this to so many other things, so I'm really hoping that this will help you on your ukulele journey, because I apply this cheat, this finesse, this style points all the time. Sometimes it's hard to get all your fingers to switch at the same time. So you're going to, in theory, you're going to be giving yourself a half beat to switch. I'll break it down. I'll take it slowly and build it up so that you're doing the full-on strum with it. Grab your ukulele. Let's do this together. This will really help you, I'm sure of it. So you're going to take your F and you're going to go 3 down strums on F, 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 F. You're going to lift up all your fingers and move them to the E minor 7 at the same time that you're playing all open strings. So it's F, 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 A minor 7, E minor 2, 3, A minor 7, D minor 2, open, and G 2, 3, and G, we're set on that, so we can just do 4 down strums on the G. Do that again with me, and then I will show you how you can level it up, eventually getting it on the strum. So 1, 2, let's do it again. F, 2, 3, A minor 7, E minor 2, 3, A minor 7, D minor 2, 3, A minor 7, G 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put 7 strums on the F and an A minor 7 on the 8th strum. Same with the E minor 7, 8th is the A minor 7, D minor, same thing. Here we go. 1, 2, we're ready? Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, E minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and G 2, 3, 4. We don't have to go all the way through G. Okay. So you're getting the feeling of that last bit, you switch to an A minor 7. You still have to be thinking ahead to move your fingers in place, because if you're not thinking ahead, there's no benefit to doing this. When we do it with the down, up, chuck, up strum, we do 2 down, up, chuck, ups, and the last up strum is where you throw in the A minor 7 and thinking ahead, getting your fingers in place, ready for the next chord. I'll go really slowly. 1, 2, here I go. Down, up, chuck, up, 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 down, up, chuck, up. I'll do that one more time, a little bit faster. If you can do it with me, fabulous. 1, 2, here we go. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up. So that's a way to cheat. It doesn't happen overnight. So if you're still going, first of all, you can use the little gear setting on YouTube and slow this down. I also use the video speed controller in Google Chrome, because that's my browser. I use that to also slow things down. And of course, I've got timestamps for every section down below in order to help you on your ukulele journey. You do you, take the parts you need. It is my sincere desire to help you on your ukulele journey. So if you're finding this helpful, you can help me too. Give this video a thumbs up. If you think this is the kind of content that you'd like to see more often, subscribe and ring that notification bell, because that tells YouTube, first of all, that hey, you like this, and it'll also help spread the ukulele love and get this video and other videos that I do out in front of other ukulele players. So please and thank you. The songs for Disney's Hercules were written by Alan Menken and David Zappel. And in this History Nerd section, we're going to focus on Alan Menken, who is the composer. David Zappel is the lyricist, writes the words. Alan Menken is like royalty, and his collaboration with Disney, which, you know, it's The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Newsies, not a cartoon, but a Disney production, and Tangled are all his creations musically. He has 8 Oscars, which is more than any person living today has. But, you know, on top of that, he's won Golden Globes and Grammys and Tonys, which are like the Oscars for Broadway. So before he got like super famous, he really, you know, he paid his dues. Well, first of all, he did come from music in his family. He describes his father as a boogie-woogie playing dentist. So there was music in his household, and he was doing music from the time he was quite young. He got into college and couldn't decide his major, and finally settled on as a music ethnology or a music ethnologist. That's a field that I dabbled in at one point. Okay, so his first musical was in 1968 while he was still in college. He graduated in 71. And it was called Separate Ways, and it had a song on it, Thank God for Marijuana, right? So that's just a little part of his journey, but he really did pay his dues, and by the time he got out in 71, you know, there's a decade there of working it hard, doing lots of off-Broadway productions. But in the meantime, he met his wife, and they've been married for 48 years with 2 daughters, so yay for that. He got his first big hit with Little Shop of Horrors in 1982. Little shop of horrors, da, 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 right? And that's a doo-wop song, and so is this I Won't Say I'm in Love is a doo-wop song. Well, during the time that he was putting in his dues, he collaborated with Howard Ashman. And Howard Ashman and Alan Menken teamed up and became the Disney cartoon royalty songwriting partnership until Ashman's unfortunate death at age 40. So God rest his soul. He still continues to do Broadway, but a lot of it has to do with his collaborations with Disney as they take shows to Broadway. Hercules is came to Broadway, I think in 2019, so very recently, and I think that's the most recent production that he had that went to Broadway. So, folks, he's royalty and paid his dues and has a great song library to show for it. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that. Who do you think you're kidding? Easier than having to. You try to keep it hidden. Honey, we can see right through you, girl, you can't conceal it. We know how you feel and who you're thinking of. No chance, no way, I won't say it, no. You swoon, you sigh, why deny it, oh. It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out. You keep on denying who you are and how you're feeling. Baby, we're not buying. Hon, we saw you hit the ceiling, facing like a grown-up. When you're gonna own up that you got it back. No chance, no way, I won't say it, no. Give up, give in, check the grin, you're in love. This scene won't play, I won't say I'm in love. Ooh, at least I won't say it out loud. I won't say I'm in love. I hope that this tutorial and play along has brought you joy and confidence in your ukulele journey. I would like to thank all my patrons for their great feedback, song suggestions, community building, and your very important financial support for my teaching efforts. If you appreciate what I do and have a few dollars a month to spare, I encourage you to join our growing Patreon community. Don't forget to hit that like button before you go and keep spreading the ukulele love.